No one's gonna use the drone to spy on their neighbors. At least, from what I know, who the fuck is gonna do something so creepy? Maybe in Japan people do it. I could imagine like some Japanese creepy stalker doing it. But number one, the drone is actually pretty loud, even if it's a mini drone. Number two is like what's I don't know. Do people actually creep on people like this? Why don't you just jerk off to porn if you wanna like if you get horny? Isn't that like NUS students stereotyping Japanese? No, I'm not stereotyping Japanese, man. You do know that if you buy a phone in Japan and if you take a like picture, it's gonna make a sound, right? You cannot silent the phone, right? Japan is stereotyping Japan. I'm not doing it. But yeah, NUS students, man. I'm pretty sure there's some NUS students here. Ads? Sorry. Wait, I need to check out my son. Be right back. Okay, I need to put my picture bigger again since I'm not watching Dota. I mean, I thought about smuggling phones into Japan for a huge markup, but I don't think there's like a good market for it. I mean, I just find it expensive though. If you're gonna use your drone to spy and stalk someone and someone's just gonna hit your drone down, like they're not gonna be at fault, right? Because you're actually spying on them. Because I do know for area spaces, whatever you own belongs to you, but whatever is in the air belongs to the country normally. And if you're gonna hit a drone down, you're breaking the law because that's actually what's the word for it? That's actually a felony. But if the guy is actually spying on you, I'm pretty sure it's fine to just smack the drone down. Any plans to go overseas next Christmas to do some drone videos? I'm probably gonna go to China again in June to visit my in-laws again. Invasion of privacy? Probably. Like, if you're actually directly like spying on someone, I'm pretty sure that's an invasion of privacy. Did I move recently? I moved last year or like 2 years ago. I bought a place, but I just moved in a few months ago. Oh man, yeah, I actually need a massage. My left shoulder blade is aching. You get so paranoid of your mother behind you when you're working and gaming? Why is your mother sitting behind you? It's time to buy your own place, bro. How much did I spend to buy my new home? Wait a minute, have you asked this question before? Oh, you haven't. I spent like $1.5 million? It's weird, man. I feel like I've answered this question like 4 times in the past 2 weeks. Because there's a spot in your room where the aircon blasts directly at it. I see. That's RM 4.5 mil. Yeah, but you take bank loans and everything, right? Where am I living right now? I'm living in Singapore right now. How big is my house? My house is small. It's like 1,280 square feet, 1,300 square feet. Come on, guys. I live in Singapore. You know, thousand like 1.5 million is gonna get me a 4-room condo. That's it. I'm not living in Malaysia. Brother, most of us live in HDB. I live in HDB too, bro. Like when I was growing up, it's just HDB all the way. And why not buy a landed with 1.5 million? Do you know how much landed property costs in Singapore, man? I would take a browser up and show it to you right now if I can. But landed property in Singapore would be like more than 4 million at least, right? Unless you're gonna buy something that's gonna expire in like 10 years, right? I need like $4 million at least to buy a landed property. Anyway, I used to live in HDB when I was a kid growing up. HDB are just government subsidized or sponsored houses. The first one was in Bukit Batok, I think, and then it became Yishun, Punggol, and Hougang. I did live in Eunos at one point as well. Apparently, like buying houses and selling them for a profit back then was a big thing. So I was just flying around, like travel, like moving around. And is this my new house? Yeah, I guess it's a new house. Would I consider to retire in Malaysia? No. I think never actually. I don't enjoy living in Malaysia. Like I like the food, but I don't like anything else. I mean, Malaysians would tell me not to go to Malaysia, man. Yeah, it doesn't feel secure. I would want to move to like Thailand though. It's always been like the place that I would want to move to. Thailand or China. Dude, I've just heard too many terrible stories about Malaysia, right? That makes me not want to move to Malaysia, right? Like right outside, back then, there was like Minaski and everything. Apparently, someone got gunned down outside Minaski's team house, and that itself is like one of the stories. Like actually, the mafia hitman gunned down. Like some guy just took a gun and like shot him in his car right in front of his driving seat. And I feel like maybe that happens in Thailand too, but I never heard about it as much. If you have money, Thailand is good. I think if you have money, everywhere is pretty good, except like war zones, like countries that's in the war. Yeah, but I don't hear people getting gunned down in Singapore. I feel like if someone is gonna get gunned down in Singapore, it's gonna make global news, right? Singaporean gets gunned down by gangs. That's gonna be like big, big, big news. The thing is, like, if it happens in Malaysia, it's like, oh, some guy got gunned down. Ah, well. Thailand is even worse. That's true though. There's a lot of gunning, like shooting spree cases. Will I play as a pro this year? I don't think so. I like streaming. That's about it. Like even now, they tell me to play maybe I should play a game. Let's play a game. I mean, I kind of want to play Wraith King after watching that Wraith King game. Maybe I just watch replays. Why not Vietnam? Because I have never been to Vietnam before. That's why. Did Execution lose to? Oh, they won. You remember meeting me at TI4? You had the Grumpy Dummies, so you had no time to talk. What's a Grumpy Dummy? Is that like edibles? I've been to everywhere except Vietnam. There's just no opportunity or chances for me to go to. Oh, shitting pants? Yikes. To Vietnam. Like, I have not been to Myanmar and Vietnam. I think there was some event that wanted to invite me to Myanmar. I think this month or last month. And I was kind of worried like something bad would happen to me in Myanmar. Because like there's like a civil war going on if I in Myanmar, right? But they were paying really well though, like good flights and everything. But I felt like